I am here with Lars. Welcome.
Thank
you for joining me. Lars is Principal Developer Advocate for Forge. And we've been talking a lot about Forge recently. The keynote is all about Forge, but maybe we go a step back. What is Forge?
Forge is an extension platform. I usually pitch it as saying, well, what's the bit that you want to improve on Jira?
Okay.
Like, what are the things that you go, oh, we should just have that bit or that field or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can do all that with Forge.
Okay.
It's an extension. You can do a lot more than that, but you sort of start there. It's I can extend Jira or Confluence in a way that suits either me as a business or just maybe a little side project.
So previously, Atlassian had marketplace apps and no one would talk about the underlying platform. So what has changed? Why are we suddenly all talking about Forge?
Yeah, well, it's not just for marketplace, right? It's you can absolutely create a marketplace app if you have a great idea, sure. Even if you have a bad idea. But it's also, you can do something internally. So if you just have a very specific need for your team, your org, your company, whatever it might be, you can create that. And it's really quite simple. It doesn't take long to get started at all. And then you have this app that you own, but it lives on the Atlassian platform. So you take away all the boring stuff, you just focus on the actual business sort of goal that you want to achieve with it.
So from a security perspective, I sit within Atlassian. I don't have to worry about any of that. I just focus on building the app.
So it authenticates with a Atlassian profile. It could be yours, it could be one you've set up, whatever it might be. We guarantee all the security of it. It lives, all the data is encrypted. You don't actually manage any infrastructure. It's sort of good old terms, it's serverless. That's still a thing. And you just manage your business logic of it. And that makes it really actually quite fun because you don't have to worry about all the stuff that normally is like, I call it yak shaving, all the stuff you have to do to get to what you want to do.
Yeah. And where's the data stored? How can I imagine?
So it's on the Atlassian cloud, which is hosted on AWS, but it's our own infrastructure that sits there. So we have, I don't know how many hundreds of people that manage this, so you don't have to.
And then we talked earlier a little bit, you said you're running Forge workshops, so we do the same. Let's just talk a little bit how Forge workshop goes. Like what do customers learn in a Forge workshops when they start, from scratch? The developers, but they haven't really looked into Forge.
So if you're a developer, so I've done quite a few workshops now, and we do 90-minute workshops, we do a 3-hour workshop, we do like all-day workshops, and you always end up with at least one finished app. So like 90 minutes, you have a finished Forge app that you could publish if you want to, which that's how fast it is. Now, is it going to change the world? Probably not in 90 minutes, but you get a start, you get a platform, you have everything there that you might build on, or you might just have it as it is. So that really gives anyone that attends this sort of sense of achievement, which I think is super important. If you do a beginner workshop, you have to walk away with something like, hey, I created this, because otherwise you forget, or you sort of like, oh, I didn't get anything out of it, or but if you talk to like more advanced developers as well, we do those too, where we go more in depth and like, hey, this is how you use Forge storage, or this is how you use, the new Forge LLM, or like any of the new features that are coming, because my God, there's a lot of new features.
It's just it's very, very exciting. So if you, where would you see the difference between Studio and then building a Forge app? What would you recommend customers to choose?
Oh, right. That's a good point. So I still see Studio as very much an accelerator. So if you built through what's called the Forge CLI, which is all typey, then there's a bunch of templates. And those templates, people always, especially developers, go, templates. Because it never gives you exactly what you want, but they're not supposed to. It's an accelerator to get you like 60, 70, 80% of the way. So you have somewhere to start. And I think Studio is very much the same, at least right now. It's still a beta version of building an app for Forge in Studio, but it's a fantastic way to get like a really far, way long down the road to building the app that you want. So I don't think it's not the solution, it's part of the solution.
Right, it's like the first step. And if you want to get all the way, you go build a Forge app. Right. Lars, thank you very much for your time, and let us know if you want to learn more about Forge or if you want to build your first Forge app. Interested in Forge apps, we're here. All right. Thank you.